Good day, my name is Marty Besadvento from Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management and Tourism 4B. And now, I will recite the selected methods and tools for service process. 1. Affinity diagram. It is an analytical tools to gather and organize information from a significant amount of mixed data sourced from research. Insight, concept, diagrams, brainstorm ideas, and design. This method is employed to sort and bundle information into groups or based on their relationship. Often, these connections and relationships provide deeper insight and new ideas. 2. Brainstorming. It is a method to generate ideas from a group of people to solve a design problem. Under the director of a facilitator, member of the group contribute ideas frequently to cover as many areas as possible in search of best possible design. Rough ideas contributed by the participants are gathered and refined to determine solutions. 3. Character profiles. These supplement the understanding and appreciation of designers by providing patterns or trends about service users. Knowing the profile would also help in justifying the innovation and improvements designed for the clients. 4. Contextual interview. It refers to interview conducted in the natural environment where the service occurs. 5. User Journey Map. It is a diagram that uses illustrations, photographs, and quotes telling about the journey of the user through a service. It helps in identifying the key stages and touch points along the user's service experience. What parts of the service work for the user and what parts need to improve. It is a useful technique to understand the motivations of customer in relationship to their wants, needs, hesitation, and concerns. 6. Cultural proofs. These are also referred to as a user diary. It provides a way gathering information about people and their activities and insight about the day we communities. 7. Documentaries. These are a tool used to provide information at the initial stage of the design process. This method is a visual representation of human emotion and expression captured through film. 8. Empathy proofs. These are a tool for design that consider what the users are thinking and feeling more than what they are doing and saying. 9. Ethnographic user research is a tool used to support a deeper understanding of the design issue of service designers. Through this research tool, the designer will be able to establish what motivates that user to do something and what hinders them to not do things. 10. Experience prototype. It is a simulation of service to test new service ideas or design for specific physical touch points. It seeks out whether the design is applicable to the user or identify the area that could possibly be improved. 11. Focus group. It is a setting of deliberately selected people who are participants of this discussion about a particular topic which intends to bring out their perceptions and feedback to design ideas. 12. Immersion or workshop. It is also known as empathic research or role-playing. A researcher involves himself, herself with the study area by becoming part of it. It is a good source of information since the designer will have an actual experience with regards to emotions and social interaction with the community. 13. Observation. It is a method that can be used to identify problems when users are interacting with the product. Through observation, service can be evaluated and the user experience can be determined to a certain level. 14. Personas. This refers to fictional characters created as archetypes, not stereotypes, to represent types of users that avail of the service or product of companies. Personas are created to help understand the needs, behaviors, experience, and goals of users. 15. Prototyping. This tool is used to examine the behavior and performance of a fresh design before it goes to production. The service is tested by observing the interactions of the user with the prototype of the service, making the venue, setting, and conditions where the service is actually rendered. The kinds of prototyping methods are the following. A. Sketch and diagrams. These are used to illustrate the ideas for discussion and analysis. Sketch are among the earliest form of prototyping and also the simplest to use them to be acceptable or of value. B. Storyboarding. This is a presentation of cases of prototype scenario using a series of drawing or pictures to visualize a sequence of events. 6. C. Building blocks prototype. Behind the ideas of having fun with building blocks as a toy. The versatility and ability to stimulate creativeness has made this toy a valuable tool in prototyping. D. Roleplay. This refers to acting out service situation where users interact with products or services. The implied condition clarify the direction where the service design should take, that the service really exists, and then render a possible journey through its functionalities. E. Physical models. For design service that may require physical representation, mock-ups can be created for testing. Materials that can be used include paper, cardboard, wax, clay, and wood, among others, to build the models. F. User-driven prototype. These prototype methods use a unique approach in coming up with a service design. Instead of the designer conjuring a design for the service user, it is instead the user who will get to make a design. 16. Scenarios. This refers to the creation of a hypothetical story to visualize how user will utilize a service in order to generate design. Scenarios can either be written or drawn with sufficient detail to anticipate and demonstrate the needs of users. 17. Service prototype. This is a simulation tool to test the service design through observation of the interaction between the user and the prototype of the service set in the place, situation, and condition where the service truly exists. 18. Shadowing. The researcher acts as an observer only and does not interfere with the participants in any circumstances. In this method, the researcher goes along with the users and observes how they utilize the service or product within their natural environment. And lastly, 19. Stakeholder map. It is a tool that shows a visualized presentation of an organization staff, sponsors, investors, board partner, organizations, or customer. The map reflects the level of interest and importance of the stakeholder in the organization. The stakeholders are listed and sorted on a chart based on the extent of their interests and influence or the power each holds in the organization. A stakeholder map helps determine who among the stakeholders possess the bigger impact on the organization. And that's all. Thank you and God bless.